Hi everyone. So now we're in section 2.3 where it's about histogram. I like to use the same data set that I use for frequency distribution to illustrate how to construct a histogram. But basically, once you have a frequency distribution, things will come really quick. So here's our frequency distribution. Nothing changes, same pulse rate and same classes, and also each corresponding frequency are still the same as you've seen before. But to construct a histogram, what we need on the horizontal scale is to use class boundaries. So here are the class boundaries for all the 6 classes we have. And the reason for that is, for a histogram, the horizontal scale needs to be numerical. Specifically, we don't want any gaps between each class. That's why we use the class boundaries. So recall from section 2.2 that the class boundary is basically the average of an upper class limit and its consecutive lower class limit. So basically we have 59 and 60. So the class boundary is 59.5 for the first class. And then for the second one, 6970. So this is the class boundary, 69.5, and so on. But you just need to fill in the last 2 class boundary, which is the first class boundary. We use 49.5 because, as you see, the difference of upper class limit and its corresponding class boundary, it's 0.5. And if you look at 60 and 59, so 60 is the lower class limit of the second class, 59 is the class boundary. So 60 it's 0.5 bigger than 59.5, which means we use a difference of 0.5 to separate each class. So then for from the first class limit, which is 50, we go down by 0.5, and that is its corresponding class boundary. And then for the last one, 109 is the upper class limit of the last class. So to get its class boundary, we just add 0.5. Now, is it always 0.5? No, definitely not. It really depends on how we define our classes. In this case, just because there are nice integers, so that's why we have 0.5. But just remember the definition for finding the class boundary. Again, that is the average of an upper class limit and its consecutive lower class limit. You can also see it in more detail in section 2.2. And then the frequency part is still the same. So after that is done, put your class limit at the bottom, and your class boundaries at the bottom, not the class limit, class boundaries, and then just draw the bars there, and you can label the frequency if that makes it more clear. Okay, so that's it. This is a histogram. So again, the vertical axis is the frequency for each class, and then the horizontal axis represents the class boundaries, not class limits, because we don't want any gaps between each class or each bar. That's why we use class boundaries. Okay, that's it.